let's dive right into it. All right, so now we have this image, which is a perfect image I want to use to demonstrate. For the night, is going to give us the result we want. So our color grading, adjustment. If we click on this drop down hide right here, you're going to see this part that says selective color gradient map, color balance, and solid color, and all of those things. You will notice that those are the adjustments that you're using doing color grading. All right, so now we have to be creative. Okay, so first of all, when we look at this image, let's say we want to restore the image back, because that's what I want to do. The image was shot on under a blue light, and I want to get rid of that. I want the color of the model back, and so that it won't look as if it's shot on a blue background or on a blue light. So I'm just going to come here, and there's one tool that can do that, which is the solid color, and I'm going to explain why you need the solid color. So let's just click OK. Now the solid color, you can use the solid color in so many ways, because you can use it to get the right color profile, like magic, just like the way you use white balance in doing all of that. So now I want to get rid or get the right color profile from this image, which is not going to be very, very perfect anyway. So but this is what we're going to do. Let's turn it off if yours is on, and double click on it. Once you double click on it, you can use the eyedropper tool and select a particular color. So this color, you can select deep down any color that you want, and you're going to see the value of the color right here. Okay, so let's say this is the color that we want. Now we're going to come here to the U. Let's just hit OK. Once you hit OK, you're going to see that the color is selected at the top, and now you can turn on and then go to this divide blending mode. Now once you come to divide blending mode, everything becomes the way it is. You can see that more color comes up. Look at before and look at after. We have more red and some of the colors in the background, which was not there before. So now if you double click and go inside, you're going to see that this is 100, but the U is 1:1 and the saturation is 45. But let's go back to the U, and we can just bring it down a little if we want more colors, or leave it like this. So but for now I'm just going to bring it down a little, and it's okay. So now we have this. The next thing we want to do, we have not actually eliminated or removed the colors in the background, because I can tell that the cloth she's putting on is white, but the blue, somehow the light make the color different. So now we're going to use one powerful adjustment layer, which is a selective color adjustment layer. Now let me explain how the selective color adjustment layer works quickly. On this place you see colors. On this drop down, you're going to see all the colors present in this image. Now if you pick a particular color, let's say red, you can manipulate this red color you just picked by changing this slider. Now at the right side or the left side of this adjustment layer settings, you're going to see some colors named there. We have black, yellow, magenta, cyan. Why this part is actually telling you that the other colors are there as well. So opposite of cyan is red, opposite of magenta is green, opposite of blue is yellow. So now if you want the opposite of this yellow, you just need to drag the slider towards it. So if I drag the slider towards this, it's going to give me blue, and if I drag this slider towards this, it's going to give me green. If I drag this slider towards cyan, it's going to give me red. So you can see that it's adding more red to it. Now you're not going to notice, because the photo is having a lot of cyan, and that is what we want to adjust. So let's go back to the cyan. Once we have the cyan, if you don't know the color, just click on the drop down. You're going to see that some of the colors inside looks like the colors in the drop down. Like this black looks like this black. So if I select this black, I can add red to the black. You can see that part red, and just double click is going to reset. I can add blue. Like I said, opposite of yellow, blue. If I want to add blue, take it towards the yellow. If you want to add yellow, take it away from the yellow, it's going to add yellow. If you want to add green, take it towards this side. If you want to remove green, take it towards the side. So let's reset. Now back, we want to remove this cyan, so I'm going to select the cyan because I want to manipulate the cyan. Now don't think that the cyan, opposite of the cyan is this side, right? Yes, because I want to remove the cyan, I'm going to take it towards the red. So opposite direction. You see now the cyan is gone, it's now looking white. So this is what we have, white color. Don't take it to the extreme because it's going to have a desaturated color and it's going to add enough red. So this is just the amount of cyan present. That's why it's actually looking white. There are 80% of cyan in the image. So there is no need for you to take it all the way to the end, because once it crosses 200, it's going to start adding red back to the image. All right, so now let's continue. Okay, so now that we have that, we don't need to turn off all the slider, except we want to brighten up the colors in the image. And you can tell that this is not a hand, that is like an iron guiding or obstructing the hand. So let's just leave it like that for the now. And we can even add, let's just leave it like this, contrast. Okay, so that's that first one. So now we have this from all. Let's look at our before and after. So this is before and this is after we're going. Now next thing we need to do is to get the colors looking the same, the color of our skin looking the same. And how do we do that? We're going to use the adjustment layer hue and saturation. So notice how I'm actually picking the ones that fits perfectly. Now it's not because I can use selective color again. I can use that, but hue and saturation gives a kind of result, or we can actually test the two anyway. So let's start with this. Now I can use this and to pick on this color, but look at the face. Let's take a look at the face. You're going to see that some places are red, some are desaturated, like the white white skin, sorry. So now I'm just going to pick on this red because I want to correct that red and make it look like this one, the rest of that skin. Now if I increase, you're going to see that I selected those parts of the skin. So now what we need to do is to reset, because that place is selected. If you check closely, you're going to see the slider. Let's turn it all the way up. You're going to see that this slider is selected when I selected that side. Now I'm going to bring it backwards and then decrease the saturation. Don't decrease it to the extreme. So I'm just going to decrease till we have a little bit of blend. So we have blend like this. Now that's okay. So 47 should be fine. You can leave it at 45 anyway. So you can increase the lightness, you can decrease it. So let's just decrease a little bit. 18. Now it's looking the same before and after. Okay, don't worry about this one in the background. We're going to do that later on. Next thing, we want to correct this one, this cyan on our shirt, skin. So we're still going to use the hue and saturation again, and I'm going to pick on that side. Let's pick on it. It's going to give me cyan, and then we can decrease the saturation, or let's probably change the hue and see what we have. So the hue didn't work, so you can see that we can use that. So let's decrease the saturation. That will work because we want to desaturate. Not everything, just like that, and we can just add some of the red color to it like that. Now that is out of the way, so let's move ahead. These two which we already use, we can group them together, and let me show you if we can actually use selective color. So we can go to cyan again, and the cyan we can add red to it. So you can see that it's even more faster adding red to the cyan and going to the red or the yellows, and we can pump in more yellows. Go to the red. We can decrease the red or remove the red. So if we remove the red, we have this. We can have yellow or decrease the yellow. Let's see the one that works best. So it's not actually going to give us the uniform skin. It's just actually going to be like this, just a little, but it does fix the cyan skin. So I'm going to delete that, and that's why we're using this one. Now it looks desaturated, yes, which is our aim. which is before and after. Don't worry, we're going to solve that later on. Now, next thing we want to do is to bring back the what's it called now, the color. So first thing we're going to do is to grab another one, which is a faster way, solid color adjustment. It's okay, turn it off. Let's take it above and let's open up the group. You see before and after. So I'm just going to copy this color. I like this side, so that one, it's okay. And then we move, so turn it back on. So we can just even copy somewhere around here. Let's copy that. That looks faint anyway, so copy that. It's and change it to color. Now invert the mask, Control I. Good. So we're going to paint with the brush white the side we want. So let's go ahead and paint. I can tell she's actually swimming, probably something like that, or preparing for sport. So okay. All right, so now we have this. You can take your time and paint. Well, I think I'm done with this last one. Now let's go to the top part and then we paint on our face like that. All right. Yep. Now we remove this. All right, so once we turn off this, I like that pink lips she has, so you can see the pink lips she has. So we can, turn this on and create a mask for that as well. And let's remove it from the pink lip, and we can get back some of these colors at this side. Yep. So we have something like this. Now we can continue, and probably if we turn this off, which is this one, turn it off, you're going to see how it looks like, which is blue, and you can see the difference. It's all matching. So but this is not a realistic skin anyway, so we need to blend it in. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to decrease the opacity or the fill. Let's use the fill instead, like this. Okay, I guess this is looking good. So this is before and after. So the fill just make things look okay. We can still even decrease it the more and get this kind of look. All right, so once we turn this off, you're going to see the realistic way it looks. So this is before and this is after. So that's just for the imperfections to bring it back. So we're going to come back here and then use the max. I'm going to turn it off right here and bring back some imperfection, especially at the top part. So let's just turn off and on and see. So I'm bringing some imperfections in. Yep, especially on all of this side. Good. Let's see. All right, yeah, one year. No, I don't want that. Okay, so let's see again, before and after. So one, sorry, bring it back in. Yeah, Okay, so we have our imperfections back, so it looks real than before. Now we are almost done. Okay, so the next thing we are to do is to bring up this color adjustment layer, which is the selective color, and we can mess around with the skin tones. Now if we want it to look in yellow, you can do that. If we want it looking red, you can also do that. So if you want more red to our skin, you can do that. So it depends on what you want. So should we use this yellow? I guess I love this yellow, and we can even add some of the red to it. Okay, so that should be fine and looking real already. So let's create a time visible layer, and the reason why we're creating a time visible layer is because I want to get the background back. So let's create a time visible layer, and then I'm going to select a mask. Let's group from here to here, group it together, and then on this mask, let's turn this one off. On this mask, we're going to bring back the background color, which is the first initial one right here, this one. So we're going to bring back that background, the blue one, just like that. And yeah, we are going, so make sure it doesn't touch. Yeah, so you can, just be creative with it. To back, we can make this blue, but let's just leave it at yellow because that's looking. Let's see the background. Sorry, Ctrl Z, and let's paint the background blue. All right, so this should solve our problem. Now this is what we have. Okay, so if you still want to make the clothes white and the eyes white, you can also do that. Now there's one thing I tried at the beginning, so let's just turn this off and